Hey guys, ILene Vick here for Teaching Adult Coloring with ILene Vick. It is Wednesday, January 20th at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time here from the great state of Tennessee in the U.S. of A. Woo! And we can tell how I'm feeling. Oh, welcome everybody. Hello, Cheryl. We get everybody falling in the door. I'm feeling pretty darn good. You better watch out, guys. That's dangerous. Yeah, good evening or good morning everywhere. Good one, Melissa. Jean Waring and Melissa Biggs are watching. Hello, Jean. Everybody get comfortable. Pop up into the balcony and get comfortable, or sit here in the room and get chatty. Let's see. I need to look something up while you guys are getting comfortable. Wanda, hi. I'm surprised to see you this early. I am absolutely delighted. Oh, let's see here. Give me a minute while I look at something here. You guys know I'm constantly looking stuff up and getting things for you. Alrighty. So I want to show you, before I get coloring, another book we've got in our library now. Compliments of yours truly. I'm addicted to coloring books, guys. I admit it. Oh, let's see what we got here. All right. So I saw this book and I saw the images, obviously, and it put me in mind of some ideas for some way to color this. My puppy, yeah, she's here. She's got her little coat on. Oh, I have it bad for coloring books, I'm telling you. Oh my gosh. Let's see here. So I just want you guys to keep this in mind, because I will get into it. And the reason that I liked it is the type of drawings. There is so much room here for doing some neat stuff on this. And you guys know that that's what I'm constantly looking for when I'm doing things for you. If it's one thing you can say about my name is Wanda and I'm an addict, I'm telling you, seriously, Wanda, I can't help it. Mom said no more until you finish at least one. Oh, man. Honestly, though, even when I'm not broadcasting like this, I haven't finished a book. I've got too much variety. I love the variety. So, Marilyn, don't make her finish the book. We got to have variety. So, I want you to look at these images because there's so much neat there. I just have a number of neat things I want to show you on this. So I'll be coloring on that. My visual mind is going crazy. I mean, look how we could really do up this eye. Zoom in. Zoom in. Oh, Lila, that's funny. You said that you put it on your wish list yesterday. That's funny. You and I are two peas in a pod, honey. Okay, let me just break this binding. Hold on. Oh. There we go. Paper's pretty thin, but hey, we deal with it. Look at that eye. Zoom out. Oh, it is beautiful. I'll give you some ideas on how to color it too. Now, as I've said before, guys, even if this style is not your cup of tea, don't blow it off when I go to color this, because it's showing you different techniques. Yeah. Oh my gosh, I'm going to go crazy with this. Oh, hold on. I should not be doing this. Oh, man. Please, somebody stop me. I'm not going to spend, I'm just playing with this now. All right. So what I'm seeing in this, oh man, little bit different technique here. I'm using my little spongies. I promise I will be doing Bennett Klein shortly. I'm just taking a brief respite here. Zoom in. Oh, anyway, so what I was saying is, oh, the chalks, yeah. And be sure you get these little sponge tip applicators that I've absolutely fallen in love with. Oh my gosh, guys. This is the kind of thing I would put on an essential list. Oh, so anyway, I'm so sorry. My little choo-choo keeps getting derailed here. You may not like the subject matter that I'm teaching you, or that I'm coloring on, but that's not the point. The point is the technique that I'm using on it. And I have also challenged you to buy yourself a book that you're not exactly thinking that you would like. I don't want to talk about a major dislike here, of course. But you need to stretch yourself. Can everybody see how this is starting to turn out? And again, I'm not going to do very much of this. I just wanted to play with it. Let's see what we got here. And you know, just by the fact of what you guys have been telling me, what you think that, you know, she looks like she's looking out a window on a rainy day. Oh man, zoom out. Zoom out. And you know I'm going to do something dramatic with those eyes. So I won't be using my chalks on that. Wanda, I think you would be very happy with a box of chalks. All right, so let's play with this just a little bit more. Zoom in. Yeah, and the Posca pens on the round dots. And guys, I cannot recommend these applicators enough. I've been looking for something that would be really great with my chalks, and oh my gosh, they're wonderful. Wanda, I saw those books. I went to buy them, and my bank wouldn't let the charge go through, so I've got to, talk to them. But I saw those. All right, now, let me show you something real quick, and then I'll get over to where I'm going. Zoom in. So we've got some narrow part here that needs to be colored. And this is where you want to use the side of your sponge applicator. Yeah, the buy two, get two free, exactly. Exactly. That's where I was. I've still got them in my shopping cart. What ones did you buy? Hi, Sherry. Sherry, your pens will be going out shortly. All right, everybody see how I'm using the side of my applicator? Listen, guys, I can't say this enough. I mean, look how precisely now I'm able to get my colors in with these silly things. Get the applicators. I don't care what coloring book you're using, they are the best. All right. Now, the neat thing is once you apply your base color here, then we can go ahead and work up our pencil. Oh man, zoom out, zoom out, zoom out. Is that not beautiful? And by the time I'm done with those eyes, you know that I'm gonna work my magic on those. Let's see here. Now, even though I'm using the sponge applicator, I'm still following my grayscale convention of my light, medium, and dark. Zoom in. I really need you to see this, guys. See where the shadow is coming here on the arch? So I'm taking my darker blue. There you go. Oh, Lila, that's great. Everybody see how beautifully these colors are coming in. And again, I'm not coloring over this willy-nilly. Some people, when they do grayscale, they'll just take the one color and go over the whole thing. Don't do that. Grayscale's a roadmap. and then you go back and you detail with your pencils. Oh man, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Okay. Anybody have any thoughts about what I'm doing here? And the really neat thing is while I'm putting in these colors, especially with these applicators, look how I can make the narrow lines. See that blue streaking? And I want you to see how precise I can be with these silly applicators. Oh my gosh, guys, I love them. Look, see how I curve this? Zoom in. Thank you, Lila, I try. Well, Melissa, that's why you follow me. Oh man, I love it. I gotta quit. I gotta quit. Ugh. That is an impromptu. All right. Zoom out. Zoom out. Tell me that isn't drop dead gorgeous. And you know I'm only putting down my base colors because you know I'll come back with some neat stuff. For anybody wondering, Faber-Castell chalks. I love them, 72 soft pastels. I also found a set that had 100 colors in it. Not in my budget right now, but I'll probably pick those up for future. Oh man, guys, come on. I don't want to disappoint anybody. I'm doing Bennett Klein. All right, you guys want me to continue on this? Yes, no? I won't do this the whole evening. I will get into Bennett Klein tonight. Bennett Klein can wait. Okay. All right. All right. Let me grab some water here. All right, let me show you the cover real quick to anybody who's coming in late. Look at the ideas on here, guy. Isn't that beautiful? This is by Molly Harrison. Yeah, it does go really quickly, but the neat thing is you can go back and do as much detail as you want. I need to do this page for you on camera. All right, zoom in. Zoom in. All right, Mr. Klein's going to have to wait a little bit. Let's see here. So, I want dramatic eyes. I'm debating between blue and green at the moment. Oh, which means I'll go with an aqua blue, aqua green. Jen, hello. I haven't seen you for a while. Good to see you, sweetie. So you guys are thinking green eyes? All right. You've seen me pull off blue before, Sherry. I'm a little surprised. Really? Zoom in. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and put some marker on here. Oh man, look how bright that is. Yeah, but I'm ILene. Well, Sherry, in that case, I always recommend just, play monkey see, monkey do when I do some of this coloring. Oh, Rachel. Oh, Rachel, I am so sorry. Lord God, sending up a prayer for Rachel and her quick healing. Lord God, help her with her arm. Let her heal quickly by Saturday so that she can get back to enjoying the coloring with us. Lord God, I thank you so much for your blessing. In Jesus' name, amen. All right. Oh, Rachel, I'm sorry to hear that. Okay, so I'm going to take my darker green. I'm using my water-based marker. And you want to just dab in, zoom in. You just want to dab in your dark green. So you do your dark green at the top, you do your dark color at the top and around the sides. Oh, Rachel. Well, thank you for letting us hear. Oh, just sit back and relax and watch this. All right, I'm just dabbing with my green, dark green marker, water-based. I mean, I'm barely touching this puppy. And notice that I'm using the dark green to the left of the eye. So guys, you can do eyes very easily with marker. You just have to be Careful. Everybody see how I'm doing that? And I need to do something that I completely forgot to do. Hold on, guys. Here, I'll give you this to look at. Zoom out. Zoom out. Zoom out. I'm going to spray my page with Krylon. I should have done this when I started, but I was paging through. By the way, did I page through the entire book? I forgot. Did I show you the whole book, guys? Sorry for the clacking. Oh. No, I didn't show you the entire book. Okay. I stopped on this one. Sorry. All right. Let me let that dry a little bit. And by the way, guys, don't forget, I'm loading up my pictures to Instagram. So everything that I've always done, I'm getting up there. Yeah, that was a page stopper. All right. Hello, Michelle McCombry. Hello, hello, hello. By the way, are you guys getting excited about this Saturday? We're going to get to talk more with Maribel. Zoom out. Zoom out. Let me page through the rest of the book, and then I will come back to this. Okay. Please don't forget to go to her Etsy store. I'm hoping we all can afford $1.50 or whatever it is to buy her artwork. Oh man, that looks beautiful. Okay, so there's this. Let me just show you the rest of this real quick, and then I'll go back. Everybody see this hand? Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? And there's the cover piece. There's just so much that you can do with this. Oh man, that hair would be fun to do. Oh really, Sherry? I didn't know that. Neat. Good, Melissa. Thank you. I really want to support her. I love her work. I think she's going to put out some beautiful coloring things. Can you imagine how cool the eyes would look on this? I could just see like vibrant pinks. Oh man. Oh, I gotta quit this. Good, 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 good. There's just so much you can do with this book, guys. Yeah, it is different. Look at this. Could really make some dramatic eyes on this one. Different colors in her hair. Oh, you got the house off Etsy? Good. Isn't this beautiful? Yeah, you like this book for watercolor, Sherry? Yeah. And do you remember Sandra was talking about the other day is just doing one part of something and leaving the rest of it gray? Could you imagine just doing her hair and her skin tone and basically maybe just hinting at a color but leaving the rest of this the gray? That would be absolutely gorgeous. So this is a whole different style of coloring, guys. And again, you know I wouldn't show you something that I didn't think you couldn't do, right? I figured you'd like this, Sherry. I'm driving myself nuts looking at all these pictures. Okay. All right. Now, we got the thin paper, right? Just be aware of that. But we deal with it. No biggie. Okay. Yeah, Lila, you're right. They do look like they're deep in thought. That's a really good observation. All right, let's play around with this a little bit. Oh, and let me entertain you. Here, hold on, guys. Get ready to take a screenshot. Oh, let's see here. Okay, I showed you guys this the other day. Let me get this. Hold on when I quit moving. I want you guys to get these. Please. They're going to make a really big difference in your coloring. The Q-tips and the other pointers are fine, but you've got so much more control with these. It's almost like you can paint with them. The brand is Amariver, Amariver, $8. Everybody see that? And again, the reason that I really like these, let's see here. All right. Again, for me, they're 3 inches. Okay, Melissa, I will. And I like that for my hands because I've got bigger hands. Lots and lots of control. If you get the shorter sponges, I'm afraid you're going to have problems with it. All right. Zoom out. Everybody got it? And I posted this, by the way. I got to start putting the links on stuff when I post it. That would be smart to do because that sets you guys up for success. Okay. Let's keep going with this. Whew. I am having too much fun. In your Amazon cart. All right. Do, 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 do. Zoom in. Everybody see the control that I have with these sponge applicators? All you have to do is tip them up and all of a sudden you have an ability. Zoom in. Yeah, I don't know what it is either. Hold on, gotta move you. Everybody see how I just drew that red line with the tip of this? Did everybody catch that? Now I'm going to take a little purple on the outside of this red that I just put down. Everybody see that? Well, I think it's it's called Bohemian art. Not sure. Sherry, if you find out, post it in the room, please. And the neat thing about these sponge applicators is you can either do a nice light application. See how I've got various colors on this and the lightness of this? And look how I can accurately go down the middle here. Everybody see that? Now I'm going to take a little bit darker color here. And the tip, hold on, got to make sure I've got my color here. Everybody see how I'm able to apply this next color in this narrow channel next to what I just laid down here. So I've got dual color here in my chalks. And look at that effect now, guys. Zoom out. Everybody see that dimension that I have inside there? Hi, Sandra. I think you're going to like what I'm working on. Don't anybody tell her. I'm just going to pull out and let her see this. You'll see what she thinks. All right. Now, also notice here that just like with the gray, zoom in, zoom in. Everybody see how I'm angling this, curving it? Now, I'm doing a combination of following the gray scale and also adding my own touch, right? So I don't want you to go mindless on this. Mackenzie, welcome. Everybody see how I'm taking that darker grayscale, darker coloring and putting an arch of color next to that color I just put on there before. Zoom out. And I'm going to take a little bit of blue. Amazon should be loving ILene about now. Yeah. All right, zoom in. Zoom in. All right, everybody see how I've got that blue here? And then I'm going to take a little bit of purple and I'm going to mix that in there. See that? Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. All right, zoom out. Zoom out. Zoom out. Yeah, Sandra, trust me, you're not the only one. All right. I think Sandra got our label here. It was abstract. All right. Now, I want to show you guys, nobody said anything yet, a specific decision that I made. But on this image, zoom in, zoom in. I went with the curtain aspect of it. If you look at this line here, this in actuality is her shoulder. Everybody see that? And this here, and all of this up here is basically her hair. Now, I made a specific decision not to color her shoulder the same as I did her face. I wanted this curtain effect, and that's why I went with this the way I did. Everybody see that? If you do this piece and you want to go ahead and make that as part of her shoulder, knock yourself out. Yep. So we can interpret this different ways, and I'm going like with what Lila said. I'd already decided to go in that direction, but I just wanted to point that out. All right, zoom out. So now I'm going to play with the other side here. And I've got two things going on here. First of all, you know that I like to add base colors, a lighter base color. So that's what I'm doing. And I also want you to notice that I'm angling this whole coloring scheme. I'll answer you in a moment, Sandra. I'll show you the cover. Zoom out. Bohemian Fantasy. I've already posted this in the in our group. Now, I want you to think about when you're doing something like this, keep your Amazon account open on the side. So here's my question to you guys about Amazon. So can Amazon tell when I'm broadcasting because all of a sudden they get a bunch of orders? Oh, that thought just crossed my mind. Now, zoom in. Zoom in. I want you guys to notice something here. This line on this gray basically ended about there. Everybody see that? I'm taking my sponge tip applicator and I'm painting in an extended line down the page. Everybody see that? And what that's going to do, I'm also going to take a darker color and pop over here. I want you to look at this. You see what I'm doing, guys? I want that a little thinner. Do you guys see where I'm going with this? Now, I've taken a darker purple in my chalks and I'm coloring it in such a way that it looks like it's an extension of these dots that the author put in. Oh, Virginia, lovely. Good to see you. Everybody see how I'm doing that? So I'm matching the darker purple to what the author drew in. Zoom out. I'm so glad you could come in, Kathy. Zoom in. I'm taking my black chalk and I'm just going to extend this line here with the side of my spongy applicator. Zoom out. All right, let's blame Dawn. Now, the really neat thing is you can take the side of your spongy, and you see how I'm going ahead and highlighting now her neck in the darker gray. And I can even bring that down a little further. So if you guys are painters, Sherry, you can go ahead and paint on your piece. Now, I want you to notice, look what I'm doing here. Zoom in. I'm taking the end of this and I'm flaring it out with my black. Can you guys see this? Zoom out. Here's the book, guys. Take a screenshot. Okay, so let me continue with my darker. Teresa, welcome. Welcome to our group. Now, the other nice thing about these applicators, guys, is that when you lay down your color and lay down your chalks, the chalk is instantaneously pushed into the paper. Teresa, welcome. I'm so glad you could make it. We got a great group. Don't be shy about talking. If you have any questions, speak up. That's why I do these live broadcasts. The application of these chalks is so much better with these sponges. I cannot emphasize that enough, guys. Get the sponges. They will be absolutely perfect for standard coloring and also for doing something like this. All right, you see these white areas in here? Zoom in. Zoom in. Oh, I'm not worried about clean and dirty fingers. I mean, you're right. But I'll tell you what. Here, let me show you something here. Oh, let's see here. All right. I'm going to take some chalk and I'm going to apply it with my finger. Everybody see that? Zoom in. If this doesn't convince you, I don't know what will. All right. Everybody see how rough that looks? There's a lot of popcorn effect on there. Same color, but with the sponge. You know, Kathy, I'm thinking you can use sidewalk chalk. Everybody see how much better this color is going down? And how fuller and smooth this is. I am telling you guys, get these applicators. You will use them in all, you can use them in all your coloring. Now watch. Here we go. Now, even with the blending, it still looks a little chalky, bumpy. But when you apply it first with the sponge, this is what you get. I think the applicators are, let me back off on that. I know the applicators make the difference. And I bumbled into this with these eye makeups because I wanted to try them to see for small spaces. Zoom out. Zoom out. Zoom out. There is absolutely no doubt in my mind that this is the difference between night and day on the quality of your pieces. I was actually debating getting some chalks, like the Crayola chalks. I think they would work beautifully. And they make great clouds. That's right, Lila. Oh, that was so funny. Zoom in. Now I'm taking an even darker purple here, and I'm following up along that line. See how I did these dashed lines with my purple? So I'm literally taking my applicator and I'm skipping a space when I put this purple on. That's how precise you can get with these. Zoom in. I'm going to get real close so you can see this. Watch. So I'm just skipping a little spot. And making my dashed lines. Zoom out. Zoom out. Anybody have any questions about what I'm doing so far? All right. Oh, Sherry, that's a great analogy. I think that's why I like pastels and applicators. You can feel comfortable like you're applying makeup. That's exactly right. I don't want anybody to have heebie-jeebies about this at all. Now, I'm going to use a bolder yellow right here up at the top. Oh, Lila, that's great. Yeah, Ohuhu owes me a marker. I was telling you guys about that they sent me a duplicate. Now, something important that I want you to see. Zoom in. Zoom in. In this area right now where I'm applying my yellow, I'm going to go ahead and add a little tint of orange along the edge. Just like I was doing that with a pencil. Going to put a little purple there. Now, for your depth and dimension, right? We're talking double D's here. Is I put a light purple in that area, and now I'm going back. I'm adding a little shade of blue. On the edge. And we are getting a beautiful mix of color. Rainbow eyeshadow, that exactly. And guys, the same steps apply basically. Is you want to start with your lighter colors as your base color, just like I was doing this in pencil. Listen, I want you to think as though I'm doing this in pencil, guys. Look at this little touch of blue right there. Everybody see that? We all know that blue and purple work together beautifully. All right. Let's see here. There you go, Virginia. Zoom out. I'm going to take the side of my applicator and I'm going to go ahead and pull in a little blue. Look at that. How accurately. That's almost like a pencil line, guys. All right, Sandra, get fired up on that coffee. Or tea in your case. Oh, Virginia. You know, guys, I want to tell you guys something. I am so honored, I really am, that you spend your precious time with me. We're all busy. Whoop. And you have choices where you can be, and you guys choose to be here, and I really appreciate that. And that's why I work as hard as I do to bring you cool stuff. Brenda, welcome. Zoom out. All right, I'm going to take some green. I'm so proud of you guys. I'm seeing that you're incorporating what I'm teaching you into your colorings. That's exactly what I want to see. All right, now I'm going over on the left-hand side with some greens. And notice that I'm taking my darker green and letting it streak where the darker lines are. Oh, that works, Virginia. Where we play, learn, and laugh. That's right. All right, let me brush this off. I'm going to pull this piece of paper away so you can see a clear edge as to how we're looking. Just out of curiosity, Virginia, what do you charge for that? Is this something that you're doing on your own or what? I don't want anybody to be intimidated by this. All right, let me see here. Hold on. I need a new applicator. Now, I haven't even concentrated on the face yet, so, you know, we'll get there. So, I'm going to work with a lighter green. Over on the left-hand side, because I've got such dark colors. On your own, and depending on person, $50 a month plus chip in on gas. Cool. So what? They pay one flat fee to you of $50 a month and can call you anytime or what? Do you limit the number of times they can call you, Virginia? I'll get there, Sherry. Now I'm going to go ahead and carry my green outward. I'm going to take a light pink. So 5 client, but yeah. All right, now notice how I'm carrying the pink out to the left. Just a little light color here. And again, what I want you guys, it's flat fee, goes by their work schedule, not playtime, but work. If they need a ride to play, it's extra. Oh, how cool. Okay. Everybody see how I'm carrying that pink out to the edge? Oh my gosh, guys, this is drop dead gorgeous. I don't want anybody that's watching this to be intimidated at all. Absolutely no need for it. This is no different than coloring at all. I hear you, Virginia. And again, everybody see how I'm able to create and color these narrow lines. I love it. Absolutely love this. Now, Virginia, just out of curiosity, do you tell family or and friends if you're picking somebody up? Or does somebody have your client list so that you're safe? How do you handle that? All right, everybody see how I'm taking this green out to the edge? Whoop! I got a pencil. There we go. Zoom in. You have a backup? Okay. I mean, I'm not trying to be a Debbie Downer here, but you gotta be safe, kiddo. All right, now, heads up, guys. See how I've done this border around the outside? And I've basically pulled the green out. I want you now to take a slightly darker green chalks would work better than pencils, right? I think you're gonna like chalks, Sandra. Oh, these people are not strangers. Okay. Hey, you guys call me Mama Hen. This is why. You guys know I care about you, right? How many of you have I called on FaceTime, right? And talked? And loved on you? I'll bet you there are not many colorists that do that. All right, does everybody see how I'm adding the extra dimension to the border? Throw me some hearts if you see that. Lori, welcome. The roads roll up at 9 or 10 o'clock. Okay. Zoom out. Everybody see how I'm working my way around the border with these different colors? Zoom in. Okay. New applicator. And guys, all I ask is when you use your applicators, just, I hate that these are plastic. I just don't like it, but please use as much of your sides as you can before you throw them out. Let me show you something here. I'll show you in a minute. And the really neat thing, guys, is no matter how crappy your paper is, using these for applicators, like I showed you on that back page, it smooths everything out. Zoom out. All right. Now, I use the one side for the purple. I don't know if I can recycle these or not. In the Fantasy Art River Arts book, yeah, they have pictures like this, yes. And that's right, you can make dripping paint with these. All right. Zoom out. And by the way, guys, you know, per normal, if I get cut off from Facebook because of poor transmission or whatever, just hang tight and I'll come back. Okay. So now I'm going to go ahead and work on her skin. Zoom in. Again, I'm putting in my base color. Now, don't forget that you can also take your chalk and you can take your X-Acto knife very carefully and you can go ahead and scrape in some of your color if you have a bigger area. Everybody see how I'm doing that? And that way you don't have to keep doing a ton of dipping back and forth. And I'm going to go ahead and carry her skin color right down to the bottom of this page. That's exactly right. It does give a more intense color. Now I'm going to take a little bit of this darker brown And here is where, when you're working on your skin tone, that we get this to be a little more realistic, because right now she looks like she's got jaundice. So I've got my base color, of my lighter tannish yellow. And now I'm going to go in and gently blend in this darker skin tone. And notice, like with the clouds, everybody see how this is really coming out beautifully with the different tones in the skin? Everybody catching that? Look how smooth and beautiful her skin looks, guys. And I'm just blending that up into the yellow here. And then go ahead and use your dusting brush to clean off all that loose stuff. Zoom out. I just wanted to show you now how that's looking. Questions, comments? All right. And again, I can't say this enough, guys. Notice that I'm using up all 4 of my tips. Please do not just use one color on one side and throw this out. All right. Well, Virginia, yeah. Okay, now, but wait, there's more. So what do you guys think of this so far? Zoom in. So now I'm going to take my burnt okra. I think these are my Arteza Experts, which is neither here nor there because you guys know that I use different pencil brands. And I'm going to go ahead and play with the skin shading just a little bit. When you get time, could you post the Prismacolors for doing different faces? Lila, I actually have not created a list like that. I suppose I could. I honestly, when I'm coloring, I really go by what I'm working on at the time. Have to get rid of some, oh, will never color before I buy more, I run out of the room. Oh, Miss Rachel, good night. Good night, good night. Hopefully I'll be working on Bennett Klein. We kind of got a little sidetracked here. I really will get to Bennett Klein. And per normal, I'm going around my outside with my slightly darker color, right? And next to the nose. Everybody see how I'm blending in that color? Oh, I see. Well, donate them. Nursing homes, maybe? I would say send what you don't want to me, but then if I turn around and color out of them, then you're going to wish you had them. Okay, remember, when you do skin, you want to lay down your base color, and then you want to come in with a comparable shading. Zoom in. And you can see how rough that pencil is, but since I've put it on top of other pencil, we'll have a little bit better chance of blending this. All right. Now, one thing you've got to be careful of, and it's happening in this book, is sometimes the ink is going to come up if you blend over it. So I've got to be really careful that I don't pull that gray into my color. The eyes were marker, Virginia. Water-based marker. And again, on the hair streaks here, will paper blenders work better on bleeding ink? I'm sorry, Virginia, I don't understand your question. What's a paper blender? Now, what I'm doing is I'm wiping of my blender pencil. And I'm really avoiding that ink on the paper. Now, the neat thing is, paper stumps. Possibly. But sometimes you need the push of your blender pencil in order to get it get it nice and smooth. Now, here's a little trick. Remember I told you how this ink is smearing when I blend? Watch this, eyebrows. I'm going to use my blender pencil over my eyebrows, and that's going to go ahead and spread that a little bit to give them more dimension. Everybody see that? The only thing I found about paper blenders is sometimes they don't quite do the job, and you're still going to run into difficulty. With it pushing the ink around. Now, here's what I want you to notice. So yes, sometimes your paper blenders will also pull up your ink. It just depends on the quality of your book. Let me grab some water here. And I really want you to see this. I am deliberately taking my blender and I am deliberately letting the ink yeah, you can do it on swatches, and also you can do it on your blank pages of your book. But yes, what you're saying, that is a way to do it. Play with your blenders. Everybody see what I'm doing with the ink? Oh, thank you, Sherry. I have my moments around the eyes that I'm going ahead and I'm letting it deliberately blend, and I'm pushing the ink out to make the eyes more distinct. And I'm also doing it to make the eyebrows look more distinct. So I'm basically using the crappy attributes of the ink on this piece to make a color. And I want very, very distinct eyes. Yes, I'm giving her smoky eyes. Zoom out. Now, I'm going to also take my blender pencil, and where this gray is over her eyes, I'm very lightly going to blend that as well. I'm just using the ink from the paper. Zoom in. But you want to be really careful that you don't overblend it. You just want to make it just a little darker. Now, along those lines of playing with the ink on the book, and I'm glad this point has come up for you, I'm going to take my blender pencil and I'm going to blend over that drawn line. Everybody see that? Very important that you see this. See how this is a lighter gray right here where this little round part is? The minute I go over it with my blender pencil, it literally smears that ink and makes it darker. Everybody see that? Anybody have questions or comments about how this is making it look? Literally, all I'm doing is taking advantage of the crappy ink. Zoom in. But wait, there's more. Hi, Lisa. All right. So, two things. I need to blend this neck with the brown. Lisa, delighted to have you here. And you came in on one heck of a neat project. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Don't hesitate to chat. Zoom out. Zoom out. Zoom out. We don't bite, we take our teeth out. There's probably more truth to that. That is funny. Oh. Lisa, Teresa, we have a lot of fun here. And I take you step by step through doing stuff like this. And this live presentation goes to video, so whatever you miss, because I start at 7 Central Time, you can catch it. Okay, I'll get back to the lips in a minute. Now, here's what I want to show you. And Lisa, everybody that's new here, don't be intimidated by me. Don't hesitate if you have any questions. What I'm doing is I'm going through and I'm now highlighting my areas by taking advantage of the crappy ink and darkening my areas. I really want you to see this. This is so important. Zoom in. All right, now watch. See where this ink is and this gray is? I'm very lightly going over that with my blender pencil. And it's darkening both the black and the gray. Now, I'm not pressing hard. But the effect that I'm getting out of this is it's like I've been coloring with a gray pencil. And Lila, that's exactly right. If I don't see your question, I'm not blowing you off because I can't look at my monitor and my coloring at the same time. No question is too basic. If you've got a question, others probably do as well. Everybody see how I'm going through now and taking advantage of this ink. What medium am I blending over? The ink from the book. Zoom in. Oh, no problem. All right, guys, look at this. See where this ink here is that was drawn in on the book, all these dots? I'm literally going over this with my blender pencil. I'm just touching these dots. Look at this. See that? I am highlighting the ink in the book. I am taking advantage of the fact that the ink on here is not the best quality. Well, Lisa, that's why you're in this group. See this circle right here that was drawn in as grayscale? I'm enhancing that. Now listen guys, I don't want you to grind in with your pencil. Just like anything else, I'm just playing with the texture now. And if I want it darker, I'll stay in one spot and I'll keep pushing in. Making lemonade out of lemons, that's right. All right, now watch. Everybody see these little dots? I'm going to go over each one very quickly. Everybody see the difference here on the ones that I've gone over it? And Sandra is correct. You can't do this in all books. It depends on the quality of the ink used when printing. You will not be able to do this in a Johanna Bosford book. But a lot of your other books that you get, you can do this. See the difference on the dots here and the dots down here? Takes 2 seconds. See this strand right here? Now, guys, I really want you to pay attention to this. See this one area where the ink is on her forehead, right? Instead of darkening in this entire part here, I need you to watch this. I'm just going to go around the outside. Everybody see that? And I'm going to leave this inner area alone. I really want you to see that. I don't want you to go through willy-nilly and just be taking your blender pencil and scratching it on your paper. Be careful on her face because you don't want that to look streaky. In fact, I'm going to leave that alone. Probably not, Lila. I'm guessing the artist doesn't know. People, I don't know why people don't do this. Everybody see the dots now? I'm just darkening these dots. Now, this area right here, I'm just very, very lightly blending over that ink. I don't want to turn it black between the hair. And on this spot right here, I'm just going to do the outside and not the inside because I want that highlight. Does everybody understand and see that difference? It's just like you're taking a gray pencil and you're coloring that. Everybody understand that? And you are correct, Sherry. I don't want you guys just to go into your books and willy-nilly start running your pencil over these black areas. I want you to do it as though you're coloring it, because that's what you're doing. See this area right here? I'm just going to darken a portion of this. And by leaving that center lighter, that's where you get your dimension. All right. That's correct, Lisa. I am creating shadow. Zoom out. Okay, Virginia. All right, so let's go ahead over here on the back part of this design. I want you to pretend that you've got a gray pencil and you're going through and you're shadowing these areas. But the way I'm doing it, I'm just using the ink that's already there. Use your artistic judgment when you do this stuff. All right, everybody see? And now here, this is going to be a good area right here that I can demonstrate this concept on. And my video is starting to lag, so if I get bumped off, I will be back. I want you guys to really watch this. Zoom in. Zoom in. Here is a perfect example of what I'm talking about. Watch. Everybody see how that's getting depth and dimension? So I've got my darker area on the outside, I've got a medium area here, and I've got a light area here. I want you to pretend that you have a gray pencil in your hand and you're going through now and you're highlighting your areas. And again, darken your outside, just like I'm doing here. And leave the rest of it alone. Zoom out. Wow. Everybody see that? And you fall asleep? All right. I'm going to play with this area down here. And again, guys, this is all with blender pencil. I'm going to come in very lightly. I don't want to darken this area too much. Everybody see this circular area that I'm doing? Sherry, don't you fall asleep. You want to watch me do those lips. Sandra, you doing okay there? Everybody see how I'm going ahead and carrying that hair out a little bit? But wait, there's more. That's my line. I know you typed that before I said it. But wait, there's more. Well, I'm glad that you're that relaxed. All right, now look. See how I'm letting this streak here. I'm not coloring that in all black. When you're doing this with the ink from your coloring book, pretend you're using a gray pencil. Now, I'm just going to gray shade this area a little bit on the yellow. Okay, Michelle. Zoom out. And I'm kicking myself from here to Sunday that I didn't take a before picture to show you the before. All right. So I'm going to do one more thing on the border, and then I do want to show you another thing here. Let me put my paper behind it. Yeah, I could take a still picture, but what I like, yeah, I can do that. Okay, so everybody noticed I kept the greens and the pinks and the oranges up here, carried it over here, went to purples, blues, and reds on the right hand side and down this side here. Now notice I am not darkening the gray over here. I want this to be lighter. So the emphasis right now is on this side of the picture and up in the hair, right? I'm going to leave this alone. I'm going to leave this alone. I think it's a great thought. Zoom in. Zoom in. All right. I'm going to play with this. We've got this border right here. I want you to watch what I'm going to do with that. I'm going through and I'm going to scrub this on the line to basically blend it in with the rest of the picture. Everybody see that? Zoom out. Now, another little thing that I did is I went through, I just decided to add some streaks right here to kind of make that clothy. You're welcome, Sandra. Go ahead and let your gray come in to the inside a little bit, like I'm doing here. Whoop. Let's see if we can crinkle this. Zoom in. Everybody see how I'm letting the ink smear towards the inside? And for your new people here, if I ever get too close or too far, speak up. If you can't see what I'm doing, I'm totally wasting my time. Let me sharpen my pencil. Zoom out. Everybody see the difference on this border from here to here as opposed to here and here? Questions, comments? Zoom in. Pulling the page over with your mouse doesn't work. Okay. Now, I'm pushing pretty hard to break up that ink and get it to smear. Yeah, it's so funny how you guys say that you touch your screens or try to move something as I'm doing this stuff. Blowing out the crumbs doesn't work either. Yep. Oh, that is funny. Do we not have fun, guys? Yeah, and I'm pushing pretty hard to get this border to come up. This is one of the few times that I'll tell you to lean into your pencil. It's my blender pencil. Or not pointing at the screen to tell me that I've missed something. That's right. All right. Zoom out. Good grief, that looks outstanding. And I'm going to ask you guys a favor tonight. When you copy and paste and I act like if you touch something. This is not a technique that I've really talked a lot about it. So what I'd like you to do is consider sharing this to your timeline on Facebook or any groups that you belong to, and put in a little description that says how I showed you to blend the crappy ink of coloring books. Put that in, how to blend crappy ink in coloring books. All right. Now, any area that I was doing this border on, it kind of messed with anything that I brought outside. So I'm going to go ahead and fix that. Everybody see that? Just fix your lines. Yeah. So yeah, if you would share this to your other groups or your timeline, we need to get this information out. All right. Any questions or comments so far? So I'm looking at this in person and I'm looking at it on the monitor. Yes, I'm happy that you got me to work on this. I just didn't want to disappoint anybody that I wasn't doing Bennett Klein tonight. But this turned into a fantastic learning tutorial for you. Oh, let me see. But I'm telling you guys, you've got to get these sponges. I will post it in the group. I will post the link. I'm probably going to buy another package for myself or two. All right. Let's have some fun with the lips. Now, if anybody is wondering why I'm not putting any color over here, it's because I like the balance. You don't have to fill up your page, right? Let's see here. Well, the question is, are you guys happy that you got me to work on this page? Lila, go to your local drugstore and get them. All right. I'm probably going to have to upload this to YouTube. Yeah, she does. I agree with you, Lila. She looks like she's become of her daydream. Yeah, Dollarama. And be sure that they're spongy, Lila. That's going to be the key. Be sure that they're spongy. All right. Sherry wants me to do the lips. Zoom in. Zoom in. Zoom. Oh, I know there was going to... Okay, hold on. Zoom out. I'm going to do one more thing. But wait, there's more. Oh, yeah. All right, guys, Posca pen. Yeah, before she falls asleep. No, 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 no. I want to do the lips. I want to get this done. Can you hang with me, Sherry? I know she's been waiting patiently. All right. I'll just do a little bit of this. Oh, Posca pen. So I'm going to play with some of these dots. Zoom in. Be aware that as this dries, it's going to turn gray, and you're going to have to go back over it with another. Yes, I have to be careful with the crappy ink. That's correct. You're going to have to go over this with another session on these dots. All right. Everybody see how cool that's looking? Now try to do tinier dots when you start, like at the top here. Everybody see that? And then to do your bigger dots, you just use your Posca pen and just keep tapping at your page. Well, and that's, Lila, that's correct, because it just depends. There may be, remember I put Krylon spray on this too. And the black may not show through. We'll see. Zoom out. Zoom out. Be sure that you vary the size of your dots. That's what makes it, guys. And then what you need to do is make a decision as to whether you want to dot these dots out here with the white. Right now, I'm thinking that I don't. Yeah, I won't do the other side. Let's see. Okay, I took it off. If your Posca pen hasn't dried, wipe it off with your finger. Kathy, you're welcome. Catch the rest of it. I won't be on much longer. I'm about to turn into a pumpkin, so I'm going to do the leaves. Stevie Nicks Bohemian style guest room. Why am I not surprised? Oh, just on the pink areas? Okay, fine. I'll put them back. And I'm going to do one more area. And I'm glad to report that this white is staying white even while it's drying. So I got to turn ya. Zoom out. So I'm going to add a couple more dots there. I think we're good. And again, don't forget to vary the size of your dots, guys. Bam. Or boom, that's what I should say. Boom. Yeah, I gotta say boom though, because that's what you guys are used to me saying. Now, don't get over enthusiastic with your dots. Everybody see how I put like just 3 up here? Zoom in. Thank you, Teresa. Everybody see how I've got just 3 dots right there and 4 dots right there? You don't go the full length here. I think we're getting all dotted out here. But wait, there's more. I promise I'm going to do the lips right now. Sandra's saying, ILene, no more dots. Okay, Sandra. Exactly, Sherry. You want your eye to flow across the picture. And actually, there we go. And while I'm here, zoom in. I will, Sandra. I promise. Gotta do the eyes. Sandra, I'm putting the pen away. All right, let's get these lips done. Zoom in. That may be a little too close, isn't it? Zoom out. Let me do it this way. All right. Base color with my pencil. Gonna rub that in a little bit. She always does the lips last just to keep you here. Oh, no. All right. Very, very lightly. Hold on. Hello, Paige. All right, I'm going to get my little spongy, right? Why, yes, you can use markers over tops of pencils. Well, no, we can't, Lila, because everybody says you can't. My gosh. There must be something really wrong. When you've got a light enough marker, guys, the pencil underneath the marker creates a barrier. And that barrier allows me to come in with my spongy. Everybody see that? The queen of custom coloring, that's right. I want you guys to not be afraid of your colorings. All right, now I'm going to go back in and I'm just going to hit my shaded portions a little with my marker. So, in other words, and then I'm just going to tap it. I'm not smearing, okay? I'm tapping it. Zoom out. Zoom out. Damn, that looks good. And again, at this point, any marker that I put on top of that, I am not smearing, I'm tapping. What do you think? If you guys like this, I really want to see some hearts go by. ILene just said, damn, that's right. Give me some love on this one, guys, if you like it. Yes, this was impromptu, and it turned into a beautiful tutorial for you guys. Anybody have any questions or comments? Anything you would have done differently? And more importantly, well, two things. Do you feel you can do this? Yes. And would you attempt something like this? Yes. You all are welcome. And if you like this, post it, please. Post it to your Facebook page. And talk a little bit how I incorporated the crappy ink. ILene showed us how to blend the ink from coloring books. There you go. There's your wording. I guess Bennett Klein's going to have to wait until tomorrow. Good night, Teresa. All right. One last time. Here's the book. Bohemian Fantasy. Molly Harrison. I think we got a good do. All right, guys, this is ILene Vick for Teaching Adult Coloring with ILene Vick. Sandra, I'm so glad that you could make it. That's great. From the UK. And I am pleased as punch that you guys enjoyed this. So I'm going to call it an evening. And I will see you tomorrow night. And I might even do Bennett Klein. All right, guys. Love ya. Have a good evening. This is ILene Vick for Teaching Adult Coloring with ILene Vick. Guys, joyous coloring. We had a lot of fun. Take care. Bye.